Hello, this is Marsha McLean, your professional sister again today. And I wanted to get to a topic that I wasn't able to get to with the ladies, the dynamic trio today. So I want to get to a specific topic that I think would be beneficial is explaining the difference between Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. And I'm going to just go ahead and get started. So when Black people, Black America is saying Black Lives Matter, we're sending out a message that we matter. Our voice matters. Our children matter. Our grandchildren matter. We are not saying no other lives matter. But if you look at the statistics, white America is seen and cared for at a greater proportion than Black people. And that's why we're not saying all lives matter. We are aware that all lives matter, but we are saying we need to matter just as much as any other population, any other group of people. We need to matter. I'll give you a perfect example by one of my friends. Her name is Brandy Anderson, gave this to me. Brandy Anderson Sadler. And I really liked what she said. So, say a lady gives birth to twins, okay? One of the twins is very healthy and lovable, and they send her right on to be with her mom and dad because that baby is doing well. Well, then you have another child, the other twin is kind of frail, not doing too well. And you have to send that child to the NICU. They need immediate attention. They're not well. They're not, their success rate is very limited if they don't get a lot of care and support. And so that's what I want you to think about when you are talking about Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter. All lives do matter, but we want it to be on an even playing field, whether you're Black, Hispanic, from overseas, or Caucasian. All lives matter on an even scale, regardless, so that we all have the same success rate. And I think why it's making America, white America, so uncomfortable is because you're not being included right now. But if you think about it, let's be realistic. You know you don't want to be Black. You may like the culture, like what is his name? Um, can't think of the young guy's name. It's a rapper, a young white rapper said um, he have benefited from Black culture, but he don't want to be Black. Nobody really wants to be Black. If you just be honest, you may like the culture, you may like how we dance, do our hair, how our lips look, how our behind look, but you don't want to be Black. You don't want to be harassed by the police. You don't want when you go to the car lot to get a 24% interest rate. You don't want to be turned down numerous times when it's time for you to get a house, or your information not to be even considered when you're trying to send your children to a specific college. Nobody wants to do that. And so that's why I'm trying to tell you, we are wanting to be recognized that Black lives matter. Our lives are important. And now we are just putting it in your face. We matter. And it's time for you all to listen. It is time for you to take a stand and understand it. We are definitely not saying white lives don't matter. Hispanic lives don't matter. We're not saying that. We're saying get on the boat with us so that all our lives will matter. All our children will have a wonderful chance. When we're walking in stores, I won't have to worry about being followed and you get to do whatever you want. That's all I'm saying. Let us have some balance and quit trying to attack things just because we're not saying it the way that you would. Okay, let's just be honest. Okay, so maybe it was a reason why Keisha and Heather wasn't able to be on this part, so that I can kind of speak freely and just tell you my perspective on Black Lives Matter. I'm very proud to be Black, and if you see me somewhere, I'm probably shouting Black Lives Matter with my hand up, my fist of power. But that doesn't mean that I don't care about my white fellow man or my white fellow woman. All I'm saying to you is I'm not hiding my Blackness. Like right now, I'm not, my hair, at one time it was relaxed. Now COVID got it in its natural state. I'm not hiding it because I'm proud. Maybe it's in its natural state for a reason, because I'm proud to be Black. I'm proud for my son and my grandson to say they got a black mama that is proud to be black and tell you to be proud of who you are. And when you are talking to the police, be respectful, but you look them into the eye because you are a human just like they are. And just because you black don't mean you're less important because of who you're talking to. You get what I'm saying? I know y'all get what I'm saying. But remember, black lives matter. Absolutely, it matters. And all lives matter as well. Okay? All lives matter. But we don't take away from the all lives because we have a subset of black lives that have not mattered in this country in a long time. Can I get an amen? Yes, I give myself amen because I know I am speaking truth. And these are wonderful nuggets that you could take to somebody and just tell them. Marsha is saying, and the black community is not saying all lives don't matter. All she's saying is be considerate of the one that's frail, the one that's been mistreated, the one that's kind of been abused. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Let's have some articulation about it. If you disagree, that is your right, that is your privilege. But all I'm saying is, you know, if you are a white person in America and you had to be me for a day, you know you wouldn't want to. Let's just, let's be honest. You wouldn't want to. I'm just saying, you come on. And that's why I'm just trying to get you to see. That's why my life, I'm trying to get you to see that my life matters and that it's okay to be Marsha in black skin for one day. But you will be hesitant because Marsha, this Marsha with the black skin, mm-hmm, and the nappy hair, she gonna go through some things that you're not gonna have to go through. She gonna be stopped by the police. She gonna be questioned on the job. She gonna have to make sure she mind her manners and be a smiley black person instead of, so she won't be considered an angry black person. You get what I'm saying? So all I'm saying to you is consider those things before you say all lives matter. Okay, because you make yourself look a certain type of way. And all I'm trying to get you to see is you're right. All lives matter. Include black lives in that, okay? Include our wonderful community in that because we do matter. And now we're putting it in your face. Remember us, we matter. We're your neighbors, we're your co-workers. We're the people that you say you love. Well, it's time to show that you love and support, okay? And that's all we're trying to get you to see. Not just us, but our children. That man, George Floyd, we're not saying this man was a saint, but I'm going to tell you what, he was a man, okay? He was a black man who died a horrible way. I'm a mother of a black man and a grandmother of a beautiful black boy. And I want to know, when does it change that you don't even look at them with no life anymore, where you could just stand on somebody's neck. We need reform in our criminal justice system, in our police department. And we're not saying that police don't have value. They're having a hard time right now. Pray for them. But what I'm saying to you is pray that they get education and that they are willing to accept it, to know that all lives matter, okay? That all the lives that you took an oath to, that oath you took to take care of in your community, that you're going to take that oath seriously. And it's not going to force you to say, well, if they're not black or they're not white, I'm not going to do anything. Because maybe you're not the best person to be be a police officer, okay? So this is just time to examine yourself. I hope that I have provided you some information. I also have a blog that's coming out this week. I want you guys to be reading it because it is a scathing note to Candace Owens. I am a therapist. I have been licensed, I want to say since 2008. And the reason I'm saying it is I think there's something wrong with her. I'm not going to attack her, but I think something is wrong with the young lady. And if you don't know who Candace Owens is, she is an African American female that always has something negative to say about the black community. And that's very unfortunate for her. And I question what is the root cause of that as a therapist. And I'll have a blog coming out about that later on this week. And the reason I'm tying that into what I'm discussing today, because like I said, all lives matter. And if you didn't have anything positive to say about Black Lives matter included into that, you probably shouldn't have said anything because I know her parents raised her a little bit better than that. But like I said, I have enjoyed talking with you. I thank you so much for the opportunity to give my insight. But like I said, I don't know everything. I really don't. And I'm okay with taking correction or information and having a conversation with different people. But all I want you to know is my life matters. My children's lives matter. And when I say children, I just lump up all uh, my nieces, nephews, everybody together, that we matter. And we shouldn't have to justify that, because if America was doing what it was supposed to do, we would have never had a Black Lives Matter. If we'll be real, we would have been saying, America, all our lives matter. But that wasn't the case, because we have a 400-year history of racism, and we need to address it. Okay. And let's just be mindful of that. Take ownership of what you're doing and what you're not doing. And that includes myself. Okay. And I just want to again thank you so much for everybody that listened. If you like what I'm saying, please hit the like button and share. You may not want to share to your timeline. That's fine. Share it in a message. And the reason I'm saying that is because of how Facebook is set up. If you don't hit like and share and all those type of things, only a small number of people will see it. And what I said is impactful. I know it was. So that's why I'm asking you to share, because I feel like everybody could benefit from my explanation. Okay. Again, thank you so much. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your children. Embrace them closer. Talk to them about racism. Talk to them about the differences and how they can change, how they can take part moving from today to make a better America for the generation that's going to come behind them. Okay. And if you have an opportunity to protest, protest. I'm not in agreement with looting. I understand it, but I'm not in agreement with looting. I think I have frozen up, but I'm not in agreement with that. You can be peaceful and get your point across. Also, vote, vote. Get your message out that way. Be involved in what your children are doing. Talk to your local police officers and sheriffs and have some conversation about, well, what do you do with this and what do you do with that, so that you will know what to do. Be an advocate for yourself in these days and times that we're living in. Okay. Again, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for everyone with comments. Jennifer, I thank you for the amen. Tanya, Calvin, I really appreciate. Proud to be Black. And that's right, I'm proud to be Black, a Black woman. I'm very proud of that. And I'm proud of that because of my mother and my father. They were Black and they taught me a lot. And I'm so grateful for that. And that's why I tell anybody, of course, I'm proud to be Black. I don't know any other way to be. But I know if I was white, I may have it a little bit more easier. I'm just being honest. Somebody may say that ain't true, but I may have it a little bit more easier. However, I'm even with that, I'm proud to be Black because I know how it's like. I know what it's like to stand on my own 2 feet. I know what it's like to go in survival mode. I know what it's like to keep on digging, keep on getting to whatever I need to get. Okay. And so I said all that just to say everybody lives matter, but it is a group in America that have not been taken care of. And that's why we are shouting Black Lives Matter. Educate yourself so you will understand it and gain that concept. Again, thank you so much for your time, and may the very best belong to you.